is your profession?
You can't kill my dreams. I prayed too hard. I've overcome too much. God is my source. I'm built different. The vision's too real. The team's too strong. Too much work's been put in. And even at my lowest point, I never stopped believing in me. So when I said you can't kill my dreams, I stand on that. We war ready on this side. Unstoppable.
Fire starter.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share this book. 3 years ago, I decided to leave my job and start selling my book full time. What if? And right now, as most of y'all know who actually follow me, I've sold over 10,000 books now. Mind blown. Got to be honest, look, I haven't even fully taken it all in, but what I can say is this. It's been a hell of a journey. And for y'all who don't know what I'm doing, I'm standing in front of the African American Museum because this is my 3rd year I've been out here, and this is my anniversary, and I'm just reading a couple pages out the book, The Whipping Post.
The workplace.
I think it's very important first to define what DEI is. And so if you don't mind, I'd like to define it, and then I'll answer that question. Sure. So diversity means that you want to have a workforce that represents what society is, because society will support organizations that have individuals that look like them in the organizations.
Now, if you was black in this country, no matter where you're from, to some degree, you always had a hassle. But when cotton was king, Alabama was the castle. Fertile land, Polk City, plus a whole bunch of slaves, so they made a square amount of money off that triangle trade. Now, 1876 ended what they call post-Civil War Reconstruction. Last of the Union troops left the South, and the KKK went on the path of destruction. And that sparked the first migration, the Exodus. Blacks heading toward the Mason-Dixie line. Couldn't take the way they were being treated in the South, so they left everything they ever loved and knew behind. But the irony of the situation is, most of them got up north, weren't treated too much better. Disenfranchised, segregated, underpaid. Now they got to deal with that cold, cold weather. So eventually, over time, in the South, what you pretty much had left.
Hello, welcome to the Gag-Order. My name is Allee Major, and tonight we're diving into a provocative topic, dating in 2025. And I believe I was set up for tonight, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Our special guest, Elden Lowery, is not here, and I'm about to switch to a 3-screen so that we can get to business. But I believe I was set up tonight. I'm going to say that right there. Hold on one second. Let me find this 3-screen. Yes. Okay. So, ladies, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
What's up? Wonderful. Look at Keya. What's up? She already ready. Y'all put me under the gun. Good bread. I like it. I like it. I like it. So, what we're going to talk about tonight is dating in 2025. And before I do that, since I had all my screens set up for a guest to be here rocking with me, let's get into this. What women are saying about dating in 2025, these are the common complaints. Lack of communication from men. Women often feel that men are not open or communicative. Ghosting. The prevalence of ghosting has left many women feeling disrespected and confused. And commitment issues. Many women express frustration over men who are hesitant to enter serious relationships. Ladies, how do you guys feel about those common complaints? Uh-oh, let me fix
I don't know where my
Let me fix May. I didn't even see May. I didn't even know May. Pardon me, May. Excuse me, to bring you in. So how do you guys feel about these common complaints?
Well, I mean, I think that it's really accessible to people at this point. So it's easy for people to change their mind, want to do different things, or to find something else that interests them. So, and it is true. I mean, if you've been burnt 100 times, it's hard to take people seriously, especially if they're not showing you things right away.
Okay. Keya. Let me get that. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. So,
I mean, it ain't nothing wrong about what's up there on that screen. I mean,
okay.
I done made some of them complaints.
All right, that's a bet. I'm glad you guys agree. Now, tonight is gloves off, all free. Like I said, I think I've been set up now. So let's get into this. Here are common complaints men have. Unrealistic Oh, let me fix May again. Excuse me, May. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Why you putting her out?
My bad.
I know.
My bad. I ain't mean to put her out. You know I ain't putting nobody out. But
no, you put her out because she the bulldog. No, you put her out.
I ain't with that static. But then still, unrealistic expectations. Men often feel that women have high expectations that are hard to meet. Superficial and toxic. I felt the raise. Many men say they hesitate to approach women because of their overvalued superficial lifestyles due to unrealistic expectations. And 3, pressure to marriage. Many men say that women come with the pressure for long-term relationships, which is equal to what the women say, even when he's not ready. Okay, if I spoke on these topics, ladies, a lot of times I'll say this, and I'll say this for a reason. I'll give an example. A lot of times women neglect the guys that would really like them or do really like them and go with the people that are there for the moment that look good, the Rico Suave, or he's got a colored little thing in his hair. He got a little bangle or something coming down. Women like that shit. You know what I'm saying? He got the too tight pants with the ball huggers that real reach up inside. Women like that shit. They say it accentuates his cheeks. So I mean, their expectations are very high. I seen women disrespect men because he wore a keychain outside of his pants. That was kind of stupid. I seen it online. Or I seen women say, "Oh, his cell phone." And that happened to me. I came out of jail one time, and my cell phone, I got a track phone, and at that time they had the little flip shits. And a throwaway phone is a throwaway phone, but she looked at me crazy because I tried to talk to her. I had a fucking throwaway phone. These things are relevant within society. They are unrealistic expectations. Every woman thinks that they are okay. If they can call a man, or if they rate men on a level of 1 to 10, and the man, let's be for real. The average number for average people is 5. Anything greater than a 5 is, extraordinarily beautiful. 10s are that's almost like Medusa, or like Nefertiti, or some shit you hear about, just some mystical being that's supposed to be so beautiful that she can burn a man's face off. And people have unrealistic values, I think, and I believe these right here. The pressure to marriage is there because I believe that if there was no standard where women put their foot down and said you have to put a ring on this finger, I really don't think there's that many men, unless they want to control the being. See, it comes down to control. That's how I feel. It comes down to control when a man is trying to control that or have that woman for him. Then it's his property or his piece, or and then the woman has a problem with it because her values and ideology of relationships come into play. That's what I feel. I'm sorry. Today I will get a little looser, but right now I'm gonna hang back with y'all a little bit. But it's going to get a little opener because I'm a very open person, and I really don't give a fuck. So y'all got the right one up here. So ladies, how you guys feel about what I just said or these statements alone? I didn't write these statements. These actually came off of AI from the internet. So these right here are not my words. They are actually from people that were out there. So how do you guys feel?
First and foremost, I want to say that usually the men who think they're the better guys wind up being the worst guys. So let's put that out there. Like, okay. I understand the dynamic, and I just watched this research study that they did. I think it was similar to something Josh had said on another show, where, you know, women only find like 4% of men attractive and or dateable, right? Okay. So they wind up either sleeping with the same people or doing whatever. They're all with the same man, so on and so forth. But I know plenty of women who do give very average men chances, and they still play in their face and do everything else. So I do agree with some of the things. I do agree that because of the internet, people in general have unrealistic expectations, especially in terms of all this threesome crap, because, you know, I think this is so funny. People will admit that they can't maintain like 5 friendships, right? Mm-hmm. But you're going to tell me that you can maintain 7 to 10 intimate relationships with multiple partners? Like, no, the fuck you can't. You're just having sex at that point. Or you're looking for something that you haven't yet found. Okay. And maybe you never will. Like, I'm not saying all people do. Some people enjoy that lifestyle, and it's okay. I'm not down with people who want to live like that. But what winds up happening is, you know, people will stay in relationships for financial reasons, for security reasons, all different reasons, but they're not truly happy. Or somewhere within themselves, they're still looking for some other type of situation. And that's where all of this availability comes into play, right? Because back in the day, if we all lived in the same town and there was no social media, you were extremely limited to what your options were. As where now, I could date somebody in a different, you know, I say that term loosely, but I could date somebody in a different country, right?
Okay, before I go to Keya, May, I'm going to gag you. Before I go to Keya, May, I'm going to gag you on one thing. The one thing that sticks in my head is you said some women give the average guy a chance. Listen, there's 2 different types of average guys. There's average guys who still trying to be in the streets and about it. They may be ugly, but then they're still trying to be hip. They're still trying to be in the mix. And then there's Poindexter, who always works, who has nothing to do, who has video games and fucking collectibles and all this shit up there on his wall. They don't like Poindexter. They want the cool, funny, oh, he's ugly, but he's funny guy. But he's still trying to get pussy and still trying to be out there in the mix. So that right there is a dud because he thinks he's the stud, just like the other one.
But it's just like a female. If you're too fucking strange, no dude is going to like you. So it's got to be within context, right?
That's bullshit. So that's bullshit. That's bullshit. No. And somebody's going to like you. There's somebody for everybody in this world.
You think men are going to like some woman that's obsessed with like knitting or something? No, the fuck they're not.
Depends. She might got a fat ass and he going to be with that.
No.
She might.
And don't let it be somebody's grandmother that's knitting and making money and shit on the side. Either. Don't let it be nobody's sugar mama.
Like, seriously.
Okay. Somebody's gonna fall in love with somebody's old ass grandmother out here knitting shit. Can you knit me a blanket? Oh yeah,
Granny
I got
that
blanket coming for every
house. Her butt cheeks. Yo, somebody might splash that. I'm gonna just be honest. Somebody probably splashing that.
Maybe that is not cobwebs off of that.
That's the guy. Same percentages with the guy.
Men don't evaluate. Okay, listen, a lot of men don't. Now, if you're talking about the men who only pride themselves on getting a certain type of woman or something like that, but there's a lot of dudes, and I got homeboys that I know take them for the team half the time, and they will sleep with, I done seen them, no teeth and all that shit. So what do you mean? Guys look at things on a different level than females. A girl can have dirty sneakers on, huh?
Why you had to say that, Ali?
Well, a girl can have dirty sneakers on and a guy will still try to act like she's the baddest thing in the world.
No. I'm still stuck on you talking about the bitches with no teeth because now all I keep on thinking about is gummy bears.
I got homeboys who will do that. I got homeboys who
I
do
get
that.
that, but now I keep on thinking about fucking gummy bears. That's a problem.
Okay, May, back to the script.
Do that, do they place to live?
You said what?
On. Allee, for the guys that are doing that, I said the guys who are doing that, do they need a place to live?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Also? No. Some of them do it for the fun of it.
Then they just want to fuck them. Okay, so that's different. So then
that's mostly a man's agenda, though. A man's agenda. When most of the time, I'm saying, listen, a guy can lie to you all the time and say that he's coming in there just to, talk and all that shit. But for real, nah, there's some motive behind that nigga shit. He trying to get in your ass, like for real. He trying to give you something. So for real, like, let's not fake and pretend this shit. Let's not fake and pretend. Some guys don't have the heart or the balls to come out and say what the fuck they want. But let's be for real. He still want the same goddamn shit.
Right. But is your friend gonna marry and have kids with the chick with no teeth, or is he just gonna fuck her?
That depends. I know people who get lost in that too. I know a guy who married a actually hooker. I was sold a lot of drugs in my lifetime, so I met people throughout my travels, and there was a guy who did not do drugs that was married to a woman who was on crack, and he loved her. He stayed there, and when she went to jail, he stayed there and took care of her. Seriously. So I know both sides of that fence right there.
Women do that for men all the time.
Nah, they don't. Not all the time. Not all the time. It depends. That right there. They do. Listen, I'm not saying there's not a percentage that do it, but there's a larger percentage that says, I'm not waiting for no nigga in prison. I'm fucking.
I'm not even. Oh, well, here's the difference. First of all, having sex again, we're talking about a whole different situation. So you're saying fucking, that's having sex. So let's take that out of the equation. Okay. I'm saying if you are a man and I love you and I whatever, I'm delusional enough, I'm going to stay with you while you smoke crack, while you steal our stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like, listen, I've watched my friends.
There are some women. There's some women.
If they love you, convince them of.
But if there's a star, if she got a DM with 100 niggas in it, that's not true. If she got a DM with 100 niggas in it, it's not true. She's not really. There's gonna be somebody who talks out of that ass.
That's not true. I was faithful to my husband. I have 11,000 fucking a day, and I was faithful to my husband for 20 years, even when I knew he was on me. Integrity is doing the right thing.
You said you had how many niggas in your DM?
Huh?
Hold on, you said you had how many niggas in your DM?
There's a lot of niggas
in the
world.
11,
so yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of niggas in the world. So yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of niggas in the world.
I had to shut my messenger off because they were calling me all day long. I was getting a phone call every 2 to 3 seconds, not even minutes, from Messenger. I just shut my whole messenger down when I made my page public.
Okay.
It was absolute insanity.
Okay. So
and it's so funny they go from hi
shit.
Fuck
damn,
you,
why the fuck did that switch? All of them switched back over. Okay, now you're back in. Many women express frustrations about feeling like they're competing with other women for a man's attraction. What are some other complaints from women? Let me see. May didn't want to jump on this first, so let me get that here.
This
right here is an open-ended conversation, ladies. So if you feel like you need something to speak,
Grinch smile that just formed on my face.
Yeah, I did. So come on, Keya, let me hit me with it. Let me get it.
All right, so let's see. All right, so like I know that you'll get complaints, like women complain about them having kids with men and them not helping out, them causing actual stressors by cheating and talking to this bitch, that bitch, even though, everybody got the right to leave when they want to. That's a complaint. Then it's I can't leave because, and then there's some bullshit that's an excuse that go with it that you get complaints from. What else? Normally not getting enough time and attention.
Okay, May.
Time and attention and communication.
All right. Meg, can I ask you the same question?
Yeah, I agree with everything he has said.
Okay.
And I feel like that because of the way society is set up and what we accept and, what women accept at this point, men just want various situationships. They can have multiple women, especially if they have the money, like Josh said. And they definitely will, not all men, but some men want that type of situation.
I disagree again.
I
I
also
disagree
know
again.
that,
I disagree again, man. I disagree again.
what?
I think that
With what?
truthfully, I think
With
truthfully,
what?
I'm about to tell you. I think truthfully, men are they do like having fun, yes, but when one female can be that fun, they cut all other fun out, right? And mind you, here's the difference. See, I always said that men are the submissive ones. We have to change with the weather. We do. Women, they kind of, need, you need affection, you need attention, you need that right there. But a guy will try to get solidarity a lot. And women complain about that. He's going to hang out with his homeboys too much, or he's doing this too much. He plays video games too much. But all of that breeds solidarity. He's trying to get a peace of mind for himself. Um, so you, yeah.
Nobody's saying they want a man chick, but they definitely want a whole bunch of faithful side chicks too.
No, that's not
So I
true.
agree
That's
with
not
you
true. That's
completely.
not true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. I
Most
disagree with you
men,
100%.
most men,
No,
most
no,
men I
no.
know, most men.
There you go. Most men, Thank you.
Yes,
I
you
can't. I
can't tell
can't
me.
say.
You can't tell me about the people I know.
No, no, no. I
Thank
just
you.
said most men.
I'm telling you.
I'm in agreement with you. Most men, but I'm telling you about the people I know. Most men I don't want that confusion, that drama, all the multiple fucking attitudes, the multiple fucking
Your
times.
boys got 9,000 kids. You have said yourself a million times your boys have kids with a million fucking women. So what
Yeah,
you're
but
saying is
hold on. That's a
bullshit.
few. That's a
It's a
few.
lot.
No, 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 no. May,
Every time
May, you're about
girls
to meet
fall,
some of my homeboys coming on these shows right now. Most of my homeboys are working too much. They're professors. They're doctors. There's these things. See, now my lifestyle has changed. Before I was in the street, all I knew was niggas who ain't do shit all day
when I
but run around and
when
hustle.
I worked in, when I worked in the hospitals, doctors were the biggest cheaters I've ever met in
Yeah,
my whole
no, no,
fucking
no.
life.
Once again,
They
you're
slept
talking
with
about.
every.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Once again, like I said, May, there's real men in this world who don't really care about your pussy. They don't. Your pussy means absolutely garbito.
Okay, but they are not the majority, Ali, and you've said
Yeah,
that
but
yourself. Now you're contradicting.
they're not the majority. They're not. Hold on. May, they're not they're not the 48% that you met, or 44.8% that you met, because 44.8% of men inside this planet have kids.
Okay. Did it?
And they keep rehabbing because there's 68% of women who have kids.
Hold on. At the beginning of this,
Yes.
did you not say that no matter what a man says to you, he just wants your pussy? So everything else
hold on.
contradicts exactly what
No. When he's attracted to you and approaches you,
Yes.
I didn't say you're saying that he approaches every
Yes.
woman in the world. That's false. That's false.
Say every woman.
That's false.
No, I said that's
when he approaches when he approaches the woman that he likes, yes, he's approaching her for a reason, because he wants to. He wants to get to know her. That's what he wants to do. So it's not a contradiction. What you're talking about is whores. You're talking about whores who want to sleep with every woman alive catching AIDS. What you're not talking about is men who don't want to be bothered with all of the hassle that comes with multiple women, multiple periods, multiple this, multiple that. That is something that you're not talking about. Because why? Because they're working. You don't even know them. They're not out at the club. You're not going to meet them at the club. Is it though? Is it though? Because now I think it's becoming bigger. May. Okay, you're right. You're right. It's only 8% of men that do that.
20% of men. 20% of men.
Do what?
Oh, between 10 and 15% of men and 20% of women. What's it say here? The American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy reports that when it comes to married couples, between 10 and 15% of women are unfaithful and 20 to 25%
Oh, you're talking about marriage, and I'm talking about the men who
I'm
are
talking about cheating in general.
more focused inside life and making something. Yeah, but you're talking about marriage, and you brought up marriage. Okay, marriage is a totally different structure than dating in 2025.
Most relationships. Listen, you just said a serious relationship.
Yeah,
Don't
no, I
serious
said women want
relationships lead to
serious
marriage, or shouldn't
relationships.
they?
No, well, they don't have to. No, marriage. First and foremost, marriage is separated by state. Marriage is separated by state.
That men want one woman.
Hold up, no, yeah, but it doesn't deal with the state. You're not even understanding. You sound crazy, and if you listen, I can make you understand. Men are scared of marriage. Men are scared of marriage, but you sound dumb as hell. Listen. Men are scared of marriage. They will deal with one woman, but they don't want to fucking marry her. The fuck they want to put a ring on you for? They don't want the responsibility of the law. All right, man. Listen, you're not getting it. You don't get it. You don't get it because you're dealing with the wrong men. You deal with the wrong men. That's your issue.
Are you saying that?
Huh?
Marriage?
We say what?
Is that why you're saying more men cheat? Because women are forcing them into marriage?
No. A man will deal with you, and then your attitude will make him cheat. Your ways and your toxicity will make him cheat. The way that you're not trying to understand and respect him. See, okay, May, let me ask you a question. Do you expect a 50-50 relationship? Let me ask you a question. Do you expect 50-50 in a relationship? Do you expect 50-50 in a relationship? In terms of everything. 50-50 means everything, right down the middle.
No. 50-50 can't be. That's not a relationship. Sometimes it's 70-20. Sometimes it's 60-40. Sometimes it's...
So who's taking 20? Hold on. Is that undervaluating yourself?
So what if you expect you to perform at 50%?
What man wants to go in a relationship and only get 20% of attention and time? What woman is going to allow a man to only give them 20% of time?
It's not always 50. It's not your time. It's what you're available or capable of doing at that period.
So you can't even handle a long-term relationship. By what you're saying is they can't handle a long-term relationship.
No,
what you're saying is that long-term relationships are not supposed to be had, because if you can't give the other person, if the other person has to be neglected while one person is not neglected, then that's a problem. That is a big ass problem. Why is it not a problem? Who the fuck wants to go in a relationship like that?
Toxic.
Who the fuck wants to go in a relationship like that? I only want 15% of your time, and I'm gonna give you all of mine.
If I get breast cancer,
you're crazy.
Listen, if we're in a long, you're mistaking what I'm saying.
No.
You're saying a relationship should always be 50-50.
No. It would never be 50-50 because of... Yeah, but hold on. It comes with variations.
I said that. You said
women, no. Hold on. I just said... you're not even listening. You're just rambling on. And this shit is crazy. If you listen instead of jumping, then you will understand. Huh? I'll tell you what I just said. I don't need to rewind shit. I got a mind and a brain that works.
You said a relationship is always 50-50.
No, I did not. I said, do you believe relationships are 50-50? Listen. Use your brain. Listen. If you listen, I said, do you believe 50-50? Listen, man, you go ahead. I'm trying to... All right. Well, just because you cannot formulate a consequated answer and opinion without being delirious does not mean that you could just get don't get upset. Yeah, you're delirious.
You said, hold on. So let's backtrack.
You're delirious.
You said, right? Let's go back. You first said, right, that men want long-term relationships. You said that.
No, I said men will fuck with one woman. I said men will fuck with one woman. I did not say they want long-term relationships. That's a jack of shit.
Isn't that a long-term relationship to you?
No, it's not.
One woman?
No, it's you and well,
No,
it is.
it's
It's a
not. Then what is
friendship.
it?
It's a friendship. It is a long-term relationship. You're right.
It's a friendship? Right, so it's a situationship, so that's not a
It's a
relationship. So I'm not,
situationship.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
How does
You
a
don't want to
friendship
make
turn
any
into a
kind of commitment.
situationship? Hold on, pause. Gag.
People.
Gag. Gag. Hold on. Hold the hell up. Because make it make sense, May. How does a friendship turn into an automatic situationship?
If you're having sex, it's just a friendship, Keya?
Why not? It could
No,
be.
I'm asking
What
you.
makes it a
You
relationship?
just
What
said that a
makes it?
I'm
friendship
asking
is
you.
turns
That's
into
what
a
makes it a
situationship.
situationship.
It could
When
be.
he sticks his dick in you and you guys are actively fucking, you're no longer just fucking friends.
Why not?
Period.
Why not? Why are you not?
I don't agree with
Because
that.
if you're friends, then you
It's
can have sex with
automatic.
other people.
You are mine. You are mine.
Then you still want
I
to
don't know. Maybe
explore
it's
other
just being
options.
raised differently, but I don't
You
agree
are
with that.
mine. You put your dick in me. That's
If
mine.
you're fucking other people. So you want no stipulations, is what you're saying.
Yo,
So you
listen.
want a
It's an
woman-
agreement for two
Hold on,
people
let me-
during an
let me
intimate
ask you,
time.
Hold on. So you want me, or you want a woman, right, to fuck you long term without any kind of stipulation, and
You know,
for
in
them to
any
just
friendship, it's a
believe
give or take
friendship
relationship.
without
every-
there being any kind of emotional and or romantic commitment involved?
Hold on. Friendships are commitment by the first place, and you're not gonna let your friend fall off. You're gonna actually help your friend regardless of a situation. So friendships, let's get to the point, are not just as you said. Oh, you're just getting off scot free. You fuck me in for free. No, pussy ain't worth money, man.
It is.
Pussy ain't. No, it's not,
Okay,
man. It's
then
really
guess
not,
what?
man.
Then
You can miss me with that
friends and
shit.
don't
You can miss me with that trick shit, because I ain't never been a trick. I ain't never been a trick in my life,
Then
man.
you're
I'm not
not-
tricking for no pussy. And I don't give a fuck
Then you're not-
how beauty, how fucking shit. I'm not giving money, my hard-earned money, for some dumbass
Everything
pussy.
That's so far.
We're both having
have
fun.
sticked at each other.
We're both having
That
fun.
you can eat that.
No. Then
You're
that's
getting a
open
nut just like I'm
relationship,
getting a
and
nut.
that's
So what the fuck am I paying for? Why is that so
Then that's
expensive? What in the world gave just because you were born with some free ass pussy makes it worth money? Why, except for
then
expensive
why would
business guys want to
I-
give you what they got for it?
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's dumb.
So then what are you giving me to make it worth my time?
Do you
If you
understand?
don't
Hold
wanna
up. The
give it to me,
same thing
you wanna
you're giving,
just be your
man,
friend,
you're not giving shit
just be
anyway.
your friend.
Let's be honest. You're not really giving shit anyway. How are you doing today, baby? Let me rub you on your
That's
back.
why
Man, come on, man. Man, come on, man. Let's be for real here. You expecting monetary funds
That
for
is
emotional
exactly-
feelings. He's giving
Because when
emotions
you're
the same way
giving
you're
no
giving
fucking
emotions.
sense.
He's giving emotions
not.
the same
And
way
you're
you're giving
so-
emotions.
If that's all for friends, then I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do and not listen to your face, and you could go
Exactly.
live by
That's
yourself.
that's
Fuck
exactly
you
what
then.
loose women do.
That's the way it's
That's exactly what loose women do. They have no restraint. They
And
can't
that's the way-
hold back and hold themselves back. No, they want to pass it to the world. That's exactly what they do.
If we're just friends, why am I- if we are
Hey,
just
everybody get a
friends, why am
turn.
I-
Let's go. Merry-go-round.
If I am just your friend and you have no commitment to me, why would I commit to you?
You know, in
would
the
I
playgrounds,
stay
we
in a
used to play
relationship
seesaw.
with
You know, in the playgrounds, we used to play seesaw all the time.
any emotional stability? Why would I stay in a relationship where I'm not given any sort of stability?
What do you mean? You should make. You are an empowered woman. You make such and such dollars. Why can't you support your own fucking habits?
That?
You never said what? Yes, you have. You have said that on this show. You have said that on this show. Yes, you have. You are empowered.
No, I haven't.
You are a woman who don't need a man, and blah blah blah.
As a matter of fact, what Stefano was the fact, or not Alicia, the other chick, remember? Because I said I would prefer to be submissive. So go back and
Yeah,
rewind your show.
but hold on.
You're
because
talking
of
to the wrong girl.
monetary fund.
That's the wrong
Because of
girl.
monetary funding, and you're not submissive at all. Let's be actual fact about that. It's not that. That's not
It has-
submissive.
Do with that.
That's not submissive.
We're not talking about monetary. We're talking
We are.
about
That's what we were just talking about.
you,
Monetary fact for
as a
pussy.
man, people. We're just friends, but we're gonna fuck. But I'm not gonna give you anything else. No,
Hold
I'm not
up.
signing up for that. I don't need a friend to fuck.
All right, then
I'll stay
fine.
celibate.
But listen,
I
a
was
relationship
celibate
goes
2.5
both ways. Emotional
It's-
aspects are given. And see, what you're looking for is monetary funding. That's what you're looking for from a guy. You're looking for a guy to come by and be fucking chic Sharik for you and buy you all kinds of diamonds and jewels just because you bust it open. But that's not worth two shits.
Another show, you your wife for you.
You said what? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? Let me hear that.
Let's go back to the show where you admitted your wife takes care of you.
My wife takes. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you really dumb? Who takes care of me? You're stupid, and you just tried to show a dumbass side shot with no fucking bearing behind your shit. First and foremost, you're on my show and I paid for this. You're on my show, I paid for this, you broke ass. What the fuck are you talking about with your broke car? With your beat up shit? With your broke house? What the fuck are you talking about? You make no sense. You fuck niggas for money. Your pussy trash. You look trash. SpongeBob SquarePants. The fuck are you talking about? SpongeBob SquarePants. Your body goes down in a fucking line and you want niggas to pay for it. The only thing you got is your titties and they're saggy out the bra. The fuck are you talking about? You really want to start with me? I'm going to talk about you. Yeah, you're not even a fucking 4. You're barely fucking 4. What the fuck are you talking about? You're out of shape. You're fat. The fuck is wrong with you? What are you talking about? Don't start with me because I start this engine up. I told you I don't give a fuck and you on the right time. So anyways, dating in 2025 is done by toxic motherfuckers just like this. Toxic fuckers just like this make niggas say fuck you and your pussy. Don't nobody want you. You look beaten, disgusted anyway. You're old. I could see lines underneath your fucking neck. So that's what I'm talking about. I bust those shots. The fuck are you talking about? Don't start with me. And I told you this show right here is going to be fire. And I'll tell you about yourself. So watch yourself. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Watch yourself, loose lady. Watch yourself, loose lady. You're loosey. Your pussy loosey. Don't fuck with me, man. Don't fuck with me for real, for real. I'm telling you, I'll tell you about yourself. Men often complain about feeling pressure to buy financial or emotional right from get-go. What are some common frustrations you think men face? Look, we got Quahilia in the corner. What frustrations you think men face in dating today? This shit right here. This shit right here. That's the frustrations we fucking face. These fucking people who think they're fucking superficial as fuck. That's the problem that men find today. Superficial ass bitches with superficial ass attitudes who think they superficial flat fucking asses is everything a nigga want. That's the fucking truth. That is the real deals. Anyways, Keya, how you feel about this?
I don't even know. Look, I don't even fucking know, okay?
Wild as fuck. Yo, she shouldn't have started me with some shit that happened behind the scene. And she talk about, oh, I said no, I didn't. Really, I didn't. I paid for this for my motherfucking self, and you should know that. And you're on my shit. And you're on my shit. Just because I had some help having my power on. But let's talk about your fucking shit. Let's talk about your shit. Let's talk about your shit. Let's talk about your shit.
Hello, your what is?
You can say whatever you want about me.
What she say? What she say?
You can say whatever you want about me. I don't care.
What I say is the truth. You the one brought out for yourself. You said you need monetary funding for your ass. That's what you said. So every nigga out there know you need monetary funding for your ass. That's it. You gotta pay, bruh. It's a prostitute on Manhattan 34th Street. Why not? Yeah, you did. Why not? To the highest suitor with the highest bid. Oh, he got money, so he gonna pay me. And I'm gonna live good.
That's not bad. And as a matter of fact, you don't even know any of the men I dated. So everything you're saying.
I've seen a couple of the niggas you brought up here, and they're weirdos. I've seen a couple of the niggas you brought up here, and they're weirdos from the country in Connecticut.
How?
Police, you brought a fucking police officer up here who thought he was the fucking man, and he wasn't shit.
I brought them on the show. I didn't fuck anybody I brought up.
Don't get me started, man. Anyways, don't get me started, man. I'm done with you. I'm done with this bullshit right here. You look crazy. You sound crazy. What's the one thing the opposite sex you wish the opposite sex understood about dating? And I'm gonna go to Maie-Jean first. Let's go.
Is that you can't just say all the things like you just said to people and then think you're going to go back and have an intimate relationship with them. Okay, so I just went through this with another friend, like my friend John, right? he talks all this shit to his girlfriend all the time, and then they never ever ever work anything out because you can't just be ridiculous and think that people are still going to respect you. And
Why
that
not?
is
If you're
exactly
speaking the
how I
truth,
feel
people
about
should respect it. People should understand the truth,
it.
and the truth is
It's
hard. The
there's
truth
a
is
difference.
hard. Uh-oh, look who we got. Oh,
There's a
shit, he
difference
showed up in the
between
building.
there's
What up? What up? Hold on. Let me get this dude in here, man. Oh shit, I'm gonna bring him in here just cause. Let's see what's going on. What up? How you doing, Elden? Oh, hold on, I got you in the wrong spot. Let me switch names over here. Let's move this name over here, and let's move this name over
Hey,
here.
what's up, man?
Peace. How you doing, brother? Peace.
Good,
All right, so
good.
you entered the conversation, and me and May done had it out through the conversation, and I don't know if you seen what happened, but I
he didn't
will
have to
ask you,
out.
what's the
He gave a
one
whole bunch of
thing, May, please? What's
about
the
whatever because
Oh
he
my
felt some
God.
type of way.
She's still
So
going.
he
I don't
cannot
feel
have
no
that
kind of
type of
way. I'm just telling you about yourself. That's the truth. I'm telling you about it. Yo, listen,
That's okay.
listen. I'm gonna tell you what she
No,
mad for. She came up here and said that she need
no
monetary
reason.
funding for her ass.
No,
She came up here and said that she'll only deal with a
I
dude in a
never.
relationship if he gives her
Anyone ever
monetary money
said that.
because she fucking him for a
I
reason
never
because
knew
she need
that.
the dough. All right. So, anyways,
Never heard
regardless
any
of that,
of
now
that.
she mad when I pop back and
Never
call her out on herself. But anyways, which I would like to ask you a question, brother.
said that.
First, I would like for you to explain
No,
who you are. Can
you
you tell
can
me? Can you tell me
that.
who you are and
I'll
what you
hear
do, my brother?
that.
Ali, mute her
Um,
I
ass.
am, man. Cause she
Whatever.
just keep talking, man, for no fucking reason. She mad. Anyways, brother, can you tell me about yourself? I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to talk to you. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I came home. I'm a school bus driver. Um, I have my, my regular day where I have my 3-year-old daughter with me. She turned 3 this past December 19th, whatever. And you know, today I had a late run. Like there was a track meet in Hartford, and if you've ever ran track, you know that those track meets ain't no joke. Like you gonna have to wait. You
Absolutely.
got to wait for that because you're gonna there's consequences if you leave thinking that there's nobody coming out anyway. So
Mm.
anyway, I just got home. I'm happy to like she
Thank
sent
you.
me she
Thank
sent
you
me
for
the
coming here.
she sent
Thank
me
you
the
for
link.
coming here. I
She
wish it
sent
was
me the link
before.
and I was like,
I wish it was
yeah, let me
before.
because we chop it up and we have stuff that projects that we work on and run
Okay.
by each other and stuff. And I said,
Okay.
but being supportive means showing up. You got to show up.
Absolutely. I appreciate
You
that. I
can't
appreciate that. You showed up for May.
you can't expect other people to show up for you and you not show up for them.
Absolutely. So, how do
So
you feel about dating in 2025? Let me ask you, Elder. How do you feel about dating in 2025? Keep it real, brother. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out.
well, I'm a big fan on Endgame. I'm a big fan. I'm a promote it. I'm a talk about it. I'm always gonna push it. I'm always gonna be that person to say, all right, your end game is where you see everything going. Where you see this going, where you see that going, when you can bring into a conversation about your end game, what is it you want, your motivation for what you do, put some thought into it. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care what your frame is like. Where's this all going? And because we got a lot of people out here that's so diehard in trying to get to the steps, like they're trying to get to the next step. They're afraid to talk about the end game because they don't really want to lose the person whose attention they got.
Okay.
Um, we all know that women have more. They seem to have more options. I mean, if I look at my DM and I was compare my DM to other women that I'm like chopping it up with. Hey, how you doing? I ain't trying to, but their DMs are flooded with thirst.
Thirst buckets.
Thirst. You know what I'm saying? So when your conversation doesn't have direction or purpose, it's easy for me to cash out.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So how's it dating? Meijin knows a little bit about my experiences in the last 2 years because we talk. You
Okay.
gotta discuss your end game, and your end game has a strategy.
Since you
There's
say
a
end game,
strategy.
since you say end game, my brother, I didn't mean to cut you off. Since you say end game, do you think men like running the field and messing with a bunch of women, or do you think a man would settle with one woman? What do you think? Well, what's your idea on that?
Well, let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop calling men who act like boys men. Let's stop. Let's just cut that out
Okay.
because
What makes them act like
if
boys?
you're a man, if you're a man and you behave like a man, you
How does
should
a
be
man
addressed as a
behave?
man.
How does a man behave?
Well, um, our our nature, our nature is decisive. If you are wired by God to lead a family, you have to make decisions every day on behalf of your family. But if you can't decide on which woman you want to lay up against, you're a boy. You haven't grown up yet. So let's
So
stop all
you're
of this
calling. So
conversation
you're
about
calling. So you're calling guys. You're calling guys just like women play the field and have multiple dates with multiple men. You're calling guys like that boys, huh? So what do you call women that go out and try to find the right suitor? Because all they're trying to do is find the right person. So what do you call those? You're calling guys.
girls.
You're diluting guys, and you're making guys seem as though they're not men because they don't domesticate themselves. And I'm gonna speak for other people. You're calling guys not men because they don't domesticate themselves and fall for one woman. But that's not absolutely true. The guy of a man, to make a man, you have to protect, you have to. It's protection, and it's it
Who you
deals with.
protecting?
Hold on. I don't know why I just missed my. I don't know. What do you mean? Who are you protecting? A guy's job is to protect. Period. My mother, my sister, my
Protect,
family. All that
provide.
is yeah. Provide, protect. Those right there, the job of a man. So you're calling a man who doesn't settle down and domesticate himself inside a marriage not a man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
I never said domesticate. You
Women
did. I never
Yeah, but
said
I
don't
that.
know that
always
is
get
domestication. That is domestication, bro. That is domestication. You tell a lion that he
It says
runs a
right
pride.
here that I finally found my
Uh,
statistic I was looking for here. It says that 57% of men admit to cheating within the first year of any relationship that they have, and that's
She's
men
not
that
the right
admit to
one
it.
because she's not the right
So
one. She didn't float his boat. She didn't turn his whistle. There's lacking.
then
It's
listen.
why
lacking
cheat? Why
somewhere.
not?
A man is going to be a man for who he decides that he is going to be that man for. Okay, a man
It
can
may not be
literally start
you.
talking to you and know whether he wants to be with you for the rest of his life or not.
It may not
Okay,
be you.
men don't have
Just because he put
issues
his
like
So
dick
that.
in you, don't
why?
mean he gonna
So
stay.
then why do they stay, Kia? So why are they
Huh?
cheating and staying?
who-
You what?
Why are they staying? If they know you're not the one
Yeah, but
and they know they're still looking for
you
something
expect
else,
them to drop the
then why don't
bone.
they
You want them to
cheat
stop the
if
bone that you're
they
giving
want?
up. You want them to stop. They're
I
just.
was
I
going to
don't want to
say
touch you no more. I got this one over here. Nah, that's not how it works for a man. Sorry.
no.
so
That's just like him
let's
being
go
able
back.
to eat his cake.
All right, what you
Okay.
say? What you say, Eldon? Come on.
No, when I asked you who you protecting, if you have multiples, you
Yeah.
can't protect them all.
Yeah, but you could try, and that's the job of a man. That's the job of a man to
You can
protect his
try.
pride. That's the job of a man to protect his pride. I kill for
So
And
mine,
who
his
is
bro.
ego.
I kill for mine, bro.
And
For
his
which?
real,
ego.
for real.
Well, which one is his pride?
What you mean? Whatever he chooses is his pride. Man, listen.
Which
You got
one?
what do you mean? Which one? What are you talking about? Which one? All of them. That's his pride. A pride comes with multiple. Do you know that? You know one lion runs multiple lionesses. Do you know that?
I'm not a lion. I'm not a lion.
I am. I am.
All right. Well, let me hear you roar. I guess. I don't know.
Now you can see it
What
in
we
my
doing?
walk. The roar comes in my walk, my movements, how I move, how strong I move,
I
how strong my voice
so you
proceeds.
so you asked me a question, and
Yeah.
the way I answered it was the behavior.
Hmm.
Uh, you have a
They're
mortgage,
little
right?
boys.
Let's say
They're
you have
little
a
boys.
mortgage. You have a mortgage.
Hmm.
You have several lenders that want to have you be in debt to them, but you got to pick one if you're gonna buy that house,
Okay. Yeah. You look for the best rates. You look for the
right?
best rates.
So the best rate
Yeah.
is what it's all about.
Okay.
That's what it's all about. The best rate. You might have to shop, but you're only going to commit to one lender.
So you,
That ain't no, no,
you
no, my guy, hell no, 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 hell no. Unless you can want to talk about a polygamous relationship where that would be the situation for a nigga to only have to buy one house for a whole bunch of bitches. No, who the hell taught you? Who
That's not.
told you that? Where
That's
you learn that
that's
from?
not. That's you took what I said out of context.
okay? Please explain. Please explain.
Okay, elaborate.
You you where you living at right now. You committed to that loan, so I'm putting your money where your heart is. You decided on one home or maybe
No.
multiple homes.
No.
You have, but you live in one.
No. 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 Man. No.
You live in multiple homes. I'm
A
lost.
person can live in multiple homes. They can own multiple homes and live in those. They can have summer homes,
Okay,
winter
so
homes.
And
They
have
can have all
multiple
types of
cars.
homes. They can even have an
that's true.
island that
That
they
is
go
so
to and
true.
with a house on it.
That's true. That's true. But if you're in Puerto Rico and you're home in Puerto Rico and somebody's robbing your fucking house in Connecticut, you hit.
Brother, brother, why would you have a house in Puerto Rico with nobody around and don't know nobody in Puerto Rico? You're asking for something.
You're creating some scenario that's not even
It's
part of the
not. No, no.
conversation.
That's
I
what
said that,
people who buy houses do. I wouldn't rent a house. I wouldn't buy a house in Connecticut unless my uncle was able to go over there and make sure my house was okay. Why the fuck wouldn't I? Or
that's
order or hire somebody to go over there to my house and
that's
regularly check my
that's
house.
that's a personal decision. That's your
Personal.
personal
No, that's
decision.
what somebody who's trying to make money off of something does. They make sure the house is straight and safe. And what do you mean? They put tenants inside the house. They rent it. That's what they do. They make money off of it. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'll give you that.
What's that?
Or are
What's
you making
that?
money
You
from
took
a relationship?
if you
Because we're putting this in context of a relationship.
How?
So
How
in the
can you put
context
this
of a
in the content of a
relationship,
relationship?
and the that's what this
Man,
whole
y'all
conversation
crazy,
is about,
man. It's crazy.
relationship.
It's crazy. You can't put a homeowner in a situation of a relationship because he can own multiple homes. It's not illegal to own multiple homes. It's illegal to get married to a broad and then commit adultery. That's illegal. But it's not illegal to commit to multiple homes from multiple different home agencies or multiple different mortgage agencies and buy them all. It's not illegal for that. It's not. You can do that and invest
no,
all your money in each and every single one of them. Matter of fact, if you're a Muslim, my brother, if you can afford more than one wife, you can have more than one wife. So what are you talking about? What are we talking about? Only in America. Only in America. Well, other places too. European places, let me say.
I was ready to say European.
Is it dictated where this all of this? So listen, marriage is separated by state and union. Men, women. The state is right there in the middle. The only way the connection between the two is through the state. That's it. The only connection between these two is through the state. That's why you got to go to the state when you want to get divorced. You got to go to the state when she wants this, or you want to get the custody of the kids. You guys can't really, because the law always comes into effect. You can't, because guess what? It's a sham. Marriage is a fucking sham. First and foremost, they put you in debt. You're collecting somebody else's debt at the same time. So you guys need to understand why men don't want to get married, why these things are a fucking problem. They're a problem because it's a problem in America that we have. They're running off of us and using us for what they want. And if I'm in a relationship where I am separated by state and the state can dictate what the fuck she takes from me, why the fuck would I do that shit? Man, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. I don't even know what the fuck going on here, man. This shit crazy. Anyways, this shit crazy as fuck to me, man. I don't understand this shit, man. Yo,
I
men
thought it
often
was just me
complain.
just now.
Men often complain about the pressure to provide financial or emotionally right from the fucking get-go. What are some common frustrations you think men face in dating today? Brother, I hold no punches. I come for real. If a person got a problem with that, I'm sorry. May, I didn't mean to come at you like that, but for real, you came at me sideways. And I promised you, please just don't come at me sideways. This is a collectible thing. So when you come at me sideways, oh, guess what? It's gunshots all over the fucking place. You cannot, I can't hold back this hammer. I'm used to busting
I
this
have
shit.
no whatever.
I'm used to busting this fucking hammer. So, anyways, back to the question. Elden, brother, let me ask you.
Listen, like I said,
What are
you
some common frustrations you
going
think
off
men
about
face in dating
whatever
today?
you want to do.
What are some common frustrations men think
Well,
men face in
I,
dating today?
I don't have I don't have a lot of frustration, to be honest. I'm just being honest.
My brother, I'm gonna tell you
I
this.
don't
I'm
know.
gonna tell you this. Cloud chasing is not good, man. If you up here to try and get women to like you, I'd be honest and be truthful about how you feel. Because sometimes you can look to me that sounded like bullshit. You have no expectation. You have no frustrations with women. Period. None. You have none. They're all perfect. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, brother?
No, I want you to hear the words that I'm saying
Yes, sir.
because as a just in conversation, if I use or choose words, I'm not trying to
Ooh.
say anything.
Okay. 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 Okay.
I
Okay.
said I said what I said, and I stand on what I say
Okay,
because
so
I
he got no
choose those words.
frustrations. Okay, he got
I'm
no
not trying to
frustrations.
say
I'll
anything.
speak on it. I'll speak on it then. I'll speak on it then. My
So
frustrations.
you're gonna speak on my words, or you're gonna
No, I'm
ask
gonna
me a
speak on
question?
mine. I'm gonna speak on mine. You said you have no frustrations with women, right? You said you have no frustrations. So I figured since you have no frustrations, you have nothing to say about the question. See what I'm saying? The question was, what are some common
What,
frustrations do you think men face in dating today? You said you have no frustrations with women.
no, that's not what you said. Let me use your words. What you actually said. What are your frustrations?
Yeah,
And I said I
what
don't
are your
have any.
frustrations? No, like
So
this right here.
then you now see
Frustrations. Do
that's a
you
problem.
think
You won't let a person finish a sentence.
what? What? Yo, my man's.
All
The
right,
question
so
is on the screen. What are some
we're gonna
common
just skip
frustrations
over it.
just like I said, you face and you frustrate you in dating today? You. I did say that. You.
All right. So me,
Okay.
I don't have a frustration.
You said that.
What I
Thank you.
think so what I think men have a frustration with is that they put a priority on dating. If you got purpose in your life, if you doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing, you don't need a woman to validate you. You can go ahead and do it with or without a woman. Doesn't matter. That's not frustrating to me. That's focus.
Okay. All
So
right.
Well,
You can work. You
all
well
right.
done. Well done. I'm gonna let you word it. Okay. I, I, oh Lord.
All right.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, kid. Go, kid. Go, kid. Go ahead, kid. Oh Lord.
I'm sorry.
Oh
If you
Lord.
got a
All
fuck-
right. So,
if you got a fucking purpose in your life, you don't need to validate. If you want to
I,
spend time with a
you
woman,
don't need
well,
validation anyway.
you invite her into your world. If you have one, that's the problem. People don't have a fucking purpose. They don't have a world of their own. They're trying to build their world around somebody else. Blah blah blah. I get it. So Yeah, I don't have a
So
frustration.
technically speaking,
I
I'm
have
gonna
a
gag
purpose.
you
Okay.
because I don't agree on that. So it is what it is. I said what I said. Or you can feel some type of way about me gagging at what you just said
He just
because that's
came in here and
bullshit.
said
All right.
they got 1,000 niggas in the DM. He came in with that frustration that they got 1,000 niggas in the DM. Come on, man.
So
Come.
I'm
All right,
yeah.
go ahead, kid.
So
Go, kid. Go, kid. Go, kid.
all right.
Why is that
So
frustrating?
some common
I don't get it.
frustrations.
Why
You
should
know
that be
what? We
frustrating?
just gonna.
I don't get it.
All right, cool. I'm ready to give you a real common
All right,
frustration that
come
some
on,
men be
kid.
facing
Come on,
nowadays.
kid. Come on, kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that niggas literally feel like a female is nagging them when they're literally trying to gain clarity and understanding in the mix of a whole situation of
Okay.
bullshit. That's a frustration that men go through because a female can honestly just be trying to get down to the bottom of a situation, and y'all motherfuckers are automatically get frustrated and think somebody's trying to be their fucking parents. Nobody want to be your motherfucking mother. If your mother couldn't raise you right the first time, we don't got the energy to fucking do it. Okay? So that's a frustration that you motherfucking men face constantly. Because I hear about it on a regular basis. Walking into the barbershop to take my nephew to get his haircut, I can walk in on some niggas talking about how they frustrated because the bitch said the wrong fucking word and he didn't understand what the fuck she meant by it. So now they're back and forth beefing. Period. Communication is a common frustration.
So I got a question for
Just like how your
It
Elden.
face is
does
I got
that.
puzzled
hold
right
on,
now, you
Kia,
ain't
Kia,
understand what the fuck I'm
Kia,
saying. That'll cause a frustration.
Kia. Elden, I have a question for you. Have you ever gotten into an argument with somebody you were dating?
Obviously
I don't
not.
argue with women.
You've got no arguments ever in life. Ever. Never had an argument.
Not anymore. Not
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, fine. I do know guys who will disregard arguments and just let the woman just walk all over them and do what they want to do. I do
That's
know
not what I
guys like that.
said.
I know that's not what you
That's not
said,
what
but
I said.
average common sense would say that in competition in a relationship, because you know in an argument in relationships, you know a lot of times competition is there. She's trying to either make you mad in an argument, or you're trying to make her mad in an argument, or you know you guys disagree, or disagreement could be a frustration because why are you arguing? But you said you do not argue at all, which means as though you're calm tense. So if you're calm tense and you know, I use the emotional aspect of probably every woman I've known. When they get mad and frustrated, oh, they come in. And if you're a guy that don't argue, just leaves and don't argue and don't say nothing, then she's going to do what she wants to do. That's where I got that from. She's gonna do what you want, unless you're beating her, and then you don't argue and you just slap shit out of her. But otherwise, you kind of conversate and talk, and through conversation, when something, no relationship is gonna have two people that agree on everything. No relationship's gonna
Correct.
become one. You guys are gonna have different
That's
opinions,
correct.
different views, different dreams, different goals. So there's
That's
gonna
true.
be some kind of disagreement. And for you to say that
That's true.
then that must mean either you never loved and cared about somebody enough, because love breeds frustration, passion, desire, all of that. Either that, or you just, like I said, you're heartless and droneless, and you just walk out the door. Either that, or say, "Shut up, bitch." It's either one or the other,
No,
bruh.
no, it's not. It's either one or the other.
Or a three. Excuse
See,
me, out of the three
it,
pick.
so
Okay.
if you say what you say and you mean what you say, and then again, I'm going back to end game.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
I I,
Endgame.
I attach purpose to what I say. I don't just fly off the handle and just say some old whack shit.
Okay.
I attach purpose to it. So
Yeah.
if I say something that she doesn't agree with, I'm going to listen, and then I'm going to say, "Oh, if your shit doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna tell you it doesn't add up."
Okay. Kia, does that
So
work?
where are you going? Where are you going with this? Where are you going with it? Well, does it work? Um,
May, does that
for
work?
me, for me, I don't waste my energy in a fucking argument. If nobody's listening, what the fuck am I going to keep on going back and forth for? That's stupid and that's childish.
Okay.
You say what the fuck you got to say. Say what the fuck you got to say, and then all right, you wait for somebody else to respond. if what they say makes more sense than what I make than what I'm saying, oh, okay, I didn't think of it
That's
that way.
that's a logical
But
sense. That's men.
if you fucking going back and
That's
forth with
yeah.
somebody, that's
That's
what
men.
children do.
That's only
There's
because
a
y'all
reason.
some logical thinking
Yeah, they're logical, but
motherfuckers.
women like this and
Why
this
you're
are not
different?
logical, and they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do. So you can't
And
control
if you're
that, my
not
brother.
logical, if I'm
Hey
talking to
guys,
someone who's not logical, why do I need to waste my words on you?
Okay, so then maybe that goes back to him going to find another bruh. Why is he wasting his words on you? Oh, my bad, my bad. Are you muted? Oh, hold on, May. Hold on, May. Hold on. There you go, May. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, May. Go ahead. What'd you say?
But then you, I said, I have no problem with you moving on. My problem is the people who stay in. You have
Okay,
every right to. If you
okay.
don't like some, you don't like something they're doing, or you are no longer interested in that person,
Yeah.
you have every right to go. But Keya touched on it perfectly. So what winds up happening is, like you said, men just want to be friends, right? But then 2 years into our friendship while we're fucking, I'm like, well, what's happening? And then you get mad. Well, that's not a communication mistake. That's a relation. That is a difference in relationship type. Okay, which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing if we agree that we don't want the same type of relationship and move on. When it becomes a bad thing is when you gaslight me, lie to me, step out of our relationship, try to make me think that nothing's going on, start to blame me for what's happening, do what you did earlier, and instead of having a conversation, just start spewing off all kinds of
No, what I said was
profanities and
facts. What I
negativities
said
and
was
everything
facts.
else because every
I wasn't
tonight
spewing
is
off nothing. What
contradictory
I
of
said was true.
90 other text messages I have saying the exact opposite thing. You just wanted to hurt my feelings.
No, I
And that's
didn't. No, I
cool.
didn't. I was telling the
You can
truth.
do
The
that.
truth hurts.
But that's why a productive relationship
Okay.
because that is not how you have a conversation with.
No,
And
okay.
that is where the misunderstandings come into play. Because once you damage certain things within a relationship with cheating, lying, dishonesty, gaslighting, you can't backtrack after that. Like there's no backtracking. And even if you guys, think you're going to get back together, that's when you create these trauma bond situations because you're not effectively doing anything. You're just living in an emotion or living in an emotional response. And that's why it's bad. I think people should move on. I think if you are uninterested, you should tell people whatever and start dating other people. I don't think it's wrong to date multiple people at one time if you're single,
Why
if
not?
you're doing it openly, honestly. Like
How
again,
is it not?
a
You're
relationship
putting
type
multiple.
and what
You.
you want.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you asking for multiple
No,
Yeah,
it's
STDs.
being
It sounded
upfront
like
about
you
yeah,
your
yeah.
know.
relationship and your expectations.
Okay. I get it. I get it. I'm sorry.
Do you know
Um,
what I mean?
I get it. I feel differently on the level as you today, May. Maybe 10 years ago or 20 years ago, I felt the same. The more holes I run through, the better off I am. But now I feel totally different. I don't need to date a woman. I don't need to even mess with a woman. Why? Because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. My craft is worth more than she can ever be. And all she's trying to do is really take from me for real, because then I have to divide what I'm earning. My financials have to be divided then. And therefore, it's putting me in a crutch to get what I really want. So therefore, I feel totally different today. I don't feel multiple partners makes a person. And I don't feel, like for real, I don't want to go out to the club and meet abroad. Like, what the fuck am I meeting at the club? I'm meeting a club broad. She could
Nobody
be back in
said
the
that
club.
multiple partners would make. I see the opposite. I don't believe in having multiple partners, so I don't know why you said I said that.
But
What
didn't
I
you just
said
say
is
that?
if you're unhappy with the person you commit to, you should go date
I
other
feel stupid.
people, not cheat on the one person.
Okay, I
That's
feel kind of retarded because I believe that you said
not
that if you're single, you should be able to date multiple men. And truthfully, I said that I disagree
if
with that.
no, I said if you want to, and if you're being honest with everybody. Some people have different dating styles. I read a lot, and there are people who think that dating means that you go out with several people at one time. There are people who think that you should only date one person at a time. The bottom line is when you meet someone and you start the relationship with them, you need to let them know, hey, this is my relationship type. I am speaking to other people. I am going to go out with other people. I am doing this. I am doing that. Or, like, for me, I tell people flat out, like, if we're dating, then we're dating. Like, I don't, I prefer to date one person at a time. But people all have different whatevers, and it's okay whatever your relationship style is, as long as you're honest and forthcoming and everybody's on the same page. Where the problem comes into play, like Keya said, is when you're kind of just going with the flow, and now it's been 6 7 8 months, and I'm like, well, what's going on? And then, or I ask you a different way, or ask you, what your expectation is, what I should look forward to, like, well, whatever, and then you fly off the handle, and then you're like, oh, you're trying to hold me down, you're this, you're that, you're blah 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 blah. And maybe you are correct, maybe that is how you feel, but then you needed to tell her in the beginning that that is your relationship type, and that you don't want any real commitments, and that you do want more
How
of a
does a person
friendship
know
thing.
that? How does a person
That's your
truly know that?
responsibility.
How does a person truly know that when you meet
Regardless,
somebody you like and you want to give it a shot? How are you supposed to know automatically from 5 minutes of knowing person? Oh, my relationship type is black XYZ, and I don't want a long term relationship. That's not the case, man. Love don't do that, man. You don't know who the fuck you're supposed to be with. So how can you dictate? You can't. Eldon.
People
Yeah.
lie. People lie all the
Yeah.
time.
Right.
If you especially if you've been trying to get this date with this particular person, male or female, I won't choose, but people lie all the time. So everybody's different. You have to stylize what works for you, to look for cues of how people talk, not what they say, but how they say it. If a person pops off and they saying the stuff that they really feel, their real passions with fluency, they mean what the fuck they say.
Damn
But if
right.
they're like and they just they making up shit along the way.
That's right.
You have to build up your system of cues in conversation. The art of conversation is lost these days. A lot of people don't know how to carry on a conversation that has any direction. It's all over the fucking place, all over the goddamn place. And then at the end of the night, well, you didn't get any. Well, I guess that was a waste of my time. Well, if you have, so I know you thought it was some bullshit when I'm talking about end game, but if you have in mind what your objective
What
is,
is it,
I'm in the
Megan?
military.
You're right.
I'm in the military, so everything we do has to be tied to a mission and a direction, a strategy that's going to fulfill some type of mission to some type of end game, and that end game is going to take you to another set of priorities that's going to lead to another end game. But now you have someone else on board, someone else in your unit, whether that's a person that you're dating, or whether that's a family that adopts you, or whatever the fuck. I don't care. But if you are going in some direction, you have a strategy on how to get there, and there's always cues that's going to lead you to conclude you're in danger, your mission is in jeopardy, or you are going around in circles and you're wasting the convoy's time. So that's bullshit to you, but that might be the bullshit that'll keep your ass alive if you're in the military.
Okay. Yeah, I do believe in an end game. I do have an end game, but I can't end game relationships because I can't. Those are unpredictable. You never know. You never know what the fuck goes on. I got a
It's true.
homeboy who was working, taking care of his family, taking care of his wife. I know him personally because well, I'll tell you, he was taking care of his wife. He worked, she didn't. He paid for every single thing. And then one day he came inside the house and she was sucking somebody's dick in the bed. He pulled out a gun and shot them both. He went to prison. He got temporary insanity for it. Matter of fact, he's from Connecticut too. And you got to understand, you never know what is going to happen with relationships. You can't predict it. You can't predict 8 years down the line you're in a relationship with a woman and she gets tired of you or doesn't like you, or you make her sick to her stomach. It could be vice versa. But a lot of times
That's true.
in relationships, you can't predict them. So I can't have a serious end goal. I can try to go towards an end goal, but it's unpredictable. It's too unpredictable, too many variations to go on with that. But as far as business, as far as where I see myself succeeding in a career, the military, and stuff like that, yeah, you got an end goal. Hell yeah, you got an end goal. But relationships, I disagree. I don't think you can have an end goal.
Regardless of whether or not you have an end goal, you know what your relationship type is.
Well,
So
when
you
you look
know
at
whether you're a
when you look at
cheater. You know whether
No,
you date
no,
multiple men at one time.
no,
You know what the fuck you
no,
do.
no,
At four,
no,
listen, maybe not at 18 or
no.
19, but at 50 years
But
old, you
May,
know what you're doing. At 40 years
but
old, you know
May,
Man,
what
yeah, go ahead,
hold
Kia.
on, wait.
Go ahead.
Realistically speaking, though, how many people actually really give a fuck about their relationship type? Like, how many
Okay,
people
but
really
that
sit
yeah, that
down and be like, I
relationship.
wonder what my
Okay,
relationship type
but listen,
is?
that's
Okay, hold on 1 second.
okay.
1 second, my brother. Is you
That's part of having a healthy relationship here. Because if you go into if you go into a relationship and you don't know what your relationship type is, and you don't know what your expectations are or how you function, then you're always going to be disappointed. Because, like
No, and
Elden
that's
said,
why
if
I
you're going on a
disagree. Because
mission
as
with
long as
no
you know
basis,
your ex, no. Because as long as you know your expectations and the limitations that you set, your relationship type ain't got shit to do with it. I know what the fuck I am gonna stay for and stand
of
on, and I know
course,
what the fuck I'm not gonna stick around for. That's it. That's all. They don't got shit to do with nobody's
which is
relationship type. It don't
which
matter
is
if
your
you a
relationship.
fucking cheater or not.
That
What'd you say, May?
is type.
What'd you say?
That's your relationship type, Kia.
What's
I
that?
said that is your relationship type. Do you like monogamy? Do you like polygamy? Do you think that it's
Nah,
okay to do
nah,
this? Do you think
nah.
that it's okay to do that? All the answers to those
That sounds
questions
like moral
create your
ethics.
relationship type.
That's a moral
What?
ethic type of relationship, baby. It's not a this ain't no fucking relationship type nothing. That's all in how your morals are and how you go by your ethic. That's your ethic standards, girl. Stop
Which,
listen. Don't be on here
which is
confusing
your
me,
which is
May.
kind of
I don't
relationship
like
that
this.
you want, which is the relationship type.
May,
You
I
don't
can I can
you
say
don't
this
understand, Elder.
wholeheartedly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
We ain't getting nowhere.
You have
Do
to
you
have
understand what she's
you
saying,
know
Elden?
what the
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
expectations.
hold on, hold on, hold on. My bad, my bad.
If
You
you're
understand what she's saying, Elden?
um, I think I do.
Okay. Please elaborate on your experience with that.
What she's saying is you got to be about who you got to be about what it is you're looking to get out of this quote unquote relationship, right? And you have to stand on it.
I think people are so crazy, man.
I'm saying
Expectations,
when
what you
that's
expect.
not
You go inside a
that's
relationship with
that's part of what
expectations. All right,
that's
let me
part of what
Well,
I'm
hold on
I
one
saying. What
second.
I'm saying is
if,
if you
if I was
want to
to
be
say,
happy, right? So if I'm looking for anything, if I'm looking for an outfit to go somewhere, right? Before I choose what kind of outfit I have to know what kind of event I'm going to. I have to know what do I like? Do I like dresses? Do I like pants? Right? All these things. These are all the things that I go through when I'm making decisions about anything in life. So if I myself am looking for a relationship, I have to know what I expect from said relationship,
You go in there with
right?
expectation. It's control.
Do I expect them to come home at night? Like I know girls who are perfectly cool with their dudes just not coming home at night. That
They're
to me
confident.
would be a
They're
deal breaker,
confident.
right?
They're confident.
So
they're secure in their
it is.
relationship, is
Listen,
that
I
what you're
don't care what
saying?
you want to call it, huh?
What'd you say,
They're
Elden?
You could
secure.
call it confidence. You could call it what you want.
You said what? What'd you say, Elden?
Some girls are okay with their.
I'm saying
I can't
she's
hear
she's
him, man.
describing somebody who's secure in their relationship.
Yeah, that's right. I agree. I said that. Yeah, definitely. I agree. A woman who doesn't force a man
It's
to
easy
be
to
home at a certain time, she's confident enough to
no.
let
It's
him
not
go out
forcing
there.
them to come home. It's to me it would be respect. If we're married and living together, you should call me and be like, "Hey, I'm not going to come home tonight."
That's
That's
the
called
difference.
That's
that's
Now
it.
you know you're
control.
But for
talking
you
That's
about
to
control.
marriage.
show
That's
up at
control.
5
That's
a.m.
control.
But now you're talking about marriage.
That's control. That's control.
No,
That's
what if
control.
together they're still living with you?
Yo,
Doesn't have to be marriage.
I
Okay,
met
so Ali,
May.
if you were living with a woman and she just didn't come home for 2 days, you'd be cool with that? If you were in a committed relationship? If she didn't call you, didn't text you, and you just didn't see or hear from her for 2 days, you'd be okay with that?
I listen. I've already that right there. I should be focused on myself, man. I shouldn't be
Would
focused
you?
on her. I shouldn't be focused
Yes
on
or
her,
no? Would
man.
you be okay with that? No,
Man, I wouldn't care
if
right
you're
now. I'm
living
trying to tell
together
you,
to a
she
degree,
could do
you
what
are
she needs to do for
stuff.
herself. If she needs that time
When
for
you live
herself, then
with
she can do
someone,
what she needs to do. I got the house to myself. I'd be so fucking
yeah,
happy.
what, that,
I'd be so happy I'd have the house to myself. Fuck you talk about? I can do. Listen. I can stretch my balls over here without you complaining. Wipe my ass on the pillow, nigga. I ain't gotta hear your fucking mouth. That's what I'm saying. Yes, it wouldn't bother me. So yes, she could stay going as long as she needs to for herself. Go on a girl's spa. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gotta check in. Go have fun. Dead ass. I don't control. I
okay,
don't try to
and
control
then
people.
that's your relationship,
No, that's called control, man. And that's
and
controlling
that's your
somebody.
relationship.
I can't go to sleep without you
It's
being
not
here. But what if
control;
that man had
it's
something to do?
respect. Control, control would say you have to be in bed by 8 o'clock. That's control. You calling me if you're not going to be home and saying, "Hey, I'm not coming home for 2 days," is respect.
Okay, okay, yeah. If that's
Right,
if
Joe.
that if
Exactly.
that's what you expect,
Fuck
if
out
that's
here,
what you
but
expect in your
it's
relationship,
respect.
okay.
But Maie-Jean, that conversation ain't gonna end there. I'm not coming
Huh?
home. Why the fuck not?
It's
Well,
not. It's
because
not. She's not just
we
gonna be like, okay. She's not gonna be like,
So,
okay.
I don't know.
I gotta tell you,
Depends on our
Maie-Jean and I met,
relationship. If I trust
because I'm an entertainer. I'm a singer. I got several bands that I work with.
All right.
So there's a lot of exposure to the nightlife
Okay.
that I have. I'm out working, right? I'm out working. I'm not hoeing around or trying to pick up chicks. Uh, I'm out working. My
Yeah.
job is to entertain,
That's right.
right? So Major and I have talked here and there about, the life of an entertainer when you have full control, as you would say, of the room. You're in the middle of a song and people like the song that you do. Whatever the song is or whatever, they like what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a male singer, there's been exposure to some what would you call it? People who are in need of some type of attention. I don't care what kind of attention you call it, romantic attention, immediate attention, or whatever, but there's this need for attention. It happens all the time. It's part of the nightlife. But I like to compare, when it comes to a relationship, I like to compare a relationship to your bank account. If you have your money invested in a bank account or whatever, you're not going to go days and days and days and days and days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks and not check on the health of your finances. I don't care who and your money is important to you.
Yeah.
So where you lay your priorities, you're gonna check on that shit.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
so if you pay a bill here or there and you go out to eat here and there, you're gonna be like, oh, let me see how much more I got.
Not if
Because
you
if
got
your
a bunch of
relationship,
money in there. Not if you got a bunch of money in there.
come on now, let's get it. When we start talking money, everybody
If
will
you got a
cut you.
bunch of money in there, you really ain't worried about the $40 you just spent. For real, you
You
got it
ain't
in there.
worried.
You know you got it in there. The only time you look at your account is when they say there's an issue. Then you're like, what the fuck? Where my money at? Then you check your account. What are you looking at me sideways for?
I check my shit every fucking day, bro.
Oh, because I don't know. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with that then. Something's up with that. I don't know.
No, my finances every goddamn day.
Okay.
I make investments. I'm splitting money here. My money goes
Yo,
to separate.
now if you're talking stocks, yes, but you're talking about a regular bank account. Talk about a regular bank account.
I'm talking about whatever's important to you. You check on that shit often.
Okay. Okay. All right, brother. There's times that I don't spend any money during the day. I know I'm at home. I'm chilling. I'm working in my studio, and I don't really have to check shit. I know it's there. I know if I order a pizza, I just took 30 out. So my bank sends me messages. If anybody or any transactions was to happen without me knowing, my bank sends me a motherfucking notification. But then still, unless there's a problem with the bank account, why the hell am I every day? How much money I got? Unless I'm expecting money or somebody's gonna pay me and I gotta check to see if it hit my account. The fuck am I checking my account every day for? Why?
That that's you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm saying, well, if you say it's like bank accounts, then okay, fine. I wouldn't check my relationship every day either. I need some me time.
Always room for error, and there's always somebody trying to draw some money out of your shit.
Oh, not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. Not
No,
me. I got my shit. I got my shit. I got every person that's supposed to get paid gets direct deposit. It's already coming out.
That's cool, because you're on a whole nother electronic grid than the rest of us.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, okay. You're right. You're right. I don't know what somebody who doesn't have a cell phone and doesn't have their bank attached to their cell phone. Even Wells Fargo, or if you got Navy Federal, or if you got any bank, Citizens Bank, they send you motherfucking messages, text messages to your phone when a transaction is made on your account. You should.
even time.
Yeah, all of them. I even got even my Red Dash card. It fucking sends me a message.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, but
My regular bank,
you
only
said
if
what,
I
man?
use my wallet or cash.
Okay,
My
okay,
bank
okay.
does not. Only if I use
Oh,
Cash App or Venmo.
okay.
But my
Okay.
regular bank, only if I go on my mobile banking, it doesn't send me alerts.
Okay, all right. Well, I set up my
Oh,
text
well,
and alerts because I
then you
need to
gotta
know my
keep
money.
sending your
Yeah,
notifications then.
yeah. You gotta turn it on in your notifications, and then it pops up, bang bang. If anybody or anything ever touch your account, they even ask you, "Is this fraud?" So you can even go in there and say,
Uh-huh.
"Look, I didn't make this person. It's fraud." So I mean, like I said, I keep track of mine too, brother. But I'm not on that wavelength where I have to check my account because if I know it's in there. If it's not in there, then I have to go to the bank and fix the problem. But until then, I have no fucking problem. I have no problem. So I don't know, but then still okay. I want to thank you guys for being here with me tonight. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to get close to the end of the show. Um, I uh, I I really think tonight was good. It got heated at times, and people threw a little dirt and tried to throw a little mud. But for real, this is conversation, and conversations get heated. Frustrations are given, and inside relationships, regardless of whether you're dating, fucking, or anything. Um, you guys, it's still a relationship. The root word of relationship is to relay. So relationship is anybody that you relate to, you have a relationship with. It doesn't take a long-term monetary sexual relationship to have a relationship. And just because you sleep with a person doesn't necessarily mean you own that person. They're not your, they're a different person. We have to learn in society to let people be them. The more you accept a person, the more that they can be their self. When you go inside a relationship with an agenda or you have a purpose, that means that you're expecting that other person to follow your line of that purpose. If they don't, then you're going to be upset. And that's a fucked up rule because not everybody's on your wavelength. Not everybody wants the same shit that you want. Not all of it is the same. What you got to say, May? I know you got something to say. Let me hear it.
Then, then you end the relationship. So you are
Then you
correct.
hop on another pogo
If
stick. Nah, some people are
if
faithful.
you feel like the person is inhibiting your life,
Yeah.
if you feel like you and the person don't get along, if you feel like the person doesn't meet your expectations, you are correct. You do not change that person. You remove yourself.
No, you allow that
That's
person
the
to grow in their own
point.
time. That's what you do, man. You allow that person that you love so much to grow on their own time. You don't say, "Oh, I'm just gonna jump on another dick." No, it don't work that way.
Some people never grow together. Some people don't grow together.
You don't know that. How are you to choose that?
It's about
you can't choose that, man. You can't choose that.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't choose that, man. That's fucked up.
Ending the relationship before you start a new one. That has nothing to do with what
that's
you're
fucked up. That's fucked up. I know I didn't go to commercials at all tonight, but I did that on purpose. And right now, I'm gonna re-give my boy Huggy's statement, man. We got a show on the 4th of February featuring 4 powerful, wonderful people. And I want everybody to be aware that these people are very educated, professional, powerful speakers and know what the fuck they're talking about. And one of them is my boy Huggy. And let's get to it.
Now, if you was black in this country, no matter where you're from, to some degree you always had a hassle. But when cotton was king, Alabama was the castle. Fertile land, Polk City, plus a whole bunch of slaves, so they made a square amount of money off that triangle trade. Now, 1876 ended what they call post-Civil War Reconstruction. Last of the Union troops left the South, and the KKK went on the path of destruction. And that sparked the first migration, the Exodus. Blacks heading toward the Mason-Dixie line. Couldn't take the way they were being treated in the South, so they left everything they ever loved and knew behind. But the irony of the situation is, most of them got up north, weren't treated too much better. Disenfranchised, segregated, underpaid. Now they got to deal with that cold, cold weather.
Spartans! What is your profession? You can't kill my dreams. I prayed too hard. I've overcome too much. God is my source. I'm built different. The vision's too real. The team's too strong. Too much work's been put in. And even at my lowest point, I never stopped believing in me. So when I said you can't kill my dreams, I stand on that. We war ready on this side. Unstoppable.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you could send a message to yourself. Oh shit, what the hell's going on? See, Keya, this right here is my computer, and I don't know what it's doing on its own on the side time, but I tell you, it even kicked me off. You see that shit? It kicked me off. What the fuck going on over here? Let me get my guest back in here. Let's see, that's May right there, and then let's bring my boy Elden in here. All right, so if you could send a message to your past self about dating, what one piece of advice would you give and why? And I'm going to start with my guest, Elden.
Pay attention to everything.
Ooh, good one.
Everything.
Good one.
Because even in the subtleties, you could be so wrapped up in how good she treats you, how good it feels, all that stuff, and you'll miss a whole lot of fucking details that's going to lead you to that. So pay attention. If I could talk to myself, past dating experience, pay attention to everything because everything matters. Everything is part of that equation.
Absolutely.
Open up your eyes, open up your ears.
My brother, you got a fan on in your room, don't you? You got a fan on in your room, don't you?
Mouth.
My brother, you got a fan on in your room, don't you? You got a fan on, right?
No.
You got a fan? No, you don't? Okay, I get a lot of air. There's a whole lot of air, like the window's open or the fan is on. That's why I asked that question. All I hear is and when you're talking, it's kind of messing up your conversation. But
because I got an Android.
Oh, I don't think that matters. I don't think that right there matters at all. I think there's some kind of interference going on in the room.
Just if I could send a message to my past self of dating, pay attention to everything because there are all kind of details that you miss when you get caught up. So pay attention to everything.
Absolutely.
And in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter what happened, doesn't matter where it happened or who was involved or how it happened. The number one thing that was is going to give you peace, going to give you some direction is why it happened.
Okay.
And the person, and if it involves another person, they might not be able to tell you readily, give you an answer of why it happened. But you gotta stop and think, why did the thing happen? Why
Okay.
do they happen?
Okay.
So yeah, if I could send a message, that would be pay attention to everything and always answer that question why.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's good. I like that. Pay attention. And I agree with you. Can I get May to go next? Can I get you to tell me a message that you would tell your past self about dating and why?
When, when people show you what they are, believe them.
Yes. Yes. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Can I ask you why you say that?
Yeah, because like Eldon said, people lie. And when
Mm.
people are trying to get things out of you, they will tell you all the things they want to hear. And then when they're mad at you, they do exactly what you did tonight and turn around and say all kinds of other
No, I
things
was
about
no, no,
you.
no, no, no.
So
You bust a
again,
shot. You threw
like I
mud,
said,
and we're
all
gonna
within
get to. I'm gonna give you a
context.
sound off. I'm
And
gonna
when
give you a
people
sound off,
show you
man.
what they are, you believe them.
I'm gonna give you a
And
sound
that's
off,
all
man.
that
You
I
ain't gotta
say.
worry about it. You get your sound off, man. And I'll explain very wonderful, just like I normally do.
No, hell no,
Kia,
hell no,
Kia,
hell no. Gag,
Kia.
gag. I'm begging to y'all doing the sound off tonight. Fuck that shit. Y'all
Kia,
already gave me a headache with y'all bullshit. We ain't doing this
Kia,
tonight.
Kia. Tell me one piece
No.
of advice about yourself about yourself in the past about dating. Can't be fucking up the question.
Good. Good, goddamn it. Um, so basically, like, just because somebody say something or just because somebody posts something don't
Yep.
necessarily mean that it's true. You
Okay.
gotta take your own time and do your own research. And
Mm.
if you're trying to build with somebody, then you also have to be open to listening and not just hearing what they saying, but like, really taking the time to try to understand
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
So
Respect. Respect. Respect.
communication plays a huge part.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Um, if I were to give my past self dating advice, I would tell myself to slow down. Don't worry about them bras, because for real, wait until I'm ready, and when I get everything together and I'm mentally sound to be able to deal with the weather, then go for it. Because I myself have seen a bunch of bullshit. And for real, just like you ladies say that men have done, I can say the reverse and say the same thing in multiple ways, the same ways you guys are talking about. I'm from Connecticut. Well, I grew up a lot in Connecticut. I'm born in Connecticut, and I wasn't raised in Connecticut, but I was there a bunch of times throughout my life because my grandmother lived there. And for real, it was like living in a whole nother rock. Like there was nothing to do but, well, what I knew of, because I was young and I ain't have no experience in nothing. So what I knew was I went to the street. I was running away since 11. By 15, I was staying inside of a bachelor crib with my homeboy who was older. I ran away from home then too, and then ever since I was like 17, it became out there in the street. You know what I'm saying? It became, and so I seen a bunch of the bullshit and I seen the games people play. So I would tell my younger self to slow down, not rush, and for real, don't chase for women because for real, they gonna come anyway. And don't let just one dictate where you're going in your life because it seems to be that way. When you mess with bra, she has expectations and wants this, but you may want something completely different. It doesn't mean she's not the one for you. It just means that at that moment, it's not the right time for that relationship. But it's not saying that you guys should disimpart and disembark and separate and do a bunch of bullshit. Now, I never state that because I don't believe that people should be passed around like coins. I don't believe people should change like underwears or clothes. I don't believe people are that. I believe people make mistakes, and throughout life, a person has to learn from their mistakes, and you have to let a person make their mistakes because it's them, it's their life, and that's the only way for growth. You can't control it. but they have to go through it. And if you don't respect them or love yourself enough to hold back and be like, oh, fuck that, I can get better. Well, good luck with that. And that's why people are probably still searching around, checking for another guy and another guy or another girl and another girl, because they're not confident in themselves to withstand and hold and get something for themselves to make themselves feel complete. A relationship don't make bullshit. That's bullshit. Kids make me complete. Bullshit. Bullshit. Just more stress, more drama, and more financial debt that you find yourself in. And that's the fact of the matter. Until you figure out how to get yourself to your highest peak and point, you're always going to go through the bullshit. Until you figure out yourself and learn yourself and be comfortable enough to be alone and by yourself, you're always going to be running through this fucking endless cycle. What do you got to say, Elden? What's that, brother? Do you disagree with me? Oh, hold on. My bad. Hold on. The win. Did you disagree with me? Did you disagree with me?
No, I agree.
Okay, you agree. Thank you very much. I'm trying to be as honest and as truthful as possible, brother, about relationships, love, and life. And I try not to hold back. I'm sorry once again, May. We're gonna get into it. Let's get into this. Okay,
Y'all got
tonight.
30 seconds to y'all
Keya, relax with me. Calm down. Okay, tonight, listen, Elden, sound off is a point in time inside our show where we get to vent about anything we're feeling about the day, about your job, about how somebody ran you off the road today. Who gives a fuck? Fuck everything. You don't care. It could be anything that relates to you or you have to get off your chest. It could be about the show or not about the show. So I would love to give you first up on sounding off for the night. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Once again, I'm sorry. The wind. All right. Yes.
If you have kids,
yes.
Do I have kids on somebody?
Okay, I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. You said, do I have kids?
Huh?
I didn't hear. I couldn't hear you. Like I said, there's a lot of wind in your background, sir. There's a whole lot, and I don't know how or why, but there is wind all in your background.
Maybe I'll have this on the computer next time. Have it on my phone. I don't know. Does everybody else on their phone?
It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't. My system is known to pick up any Android, Mac. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I don't have a fan on or anything.
Okay, I got you.
I'm sitting up at a stop, and I have 7, 8 kids that are supposed to get off, and I'm standing there at that bus stop with my hazards on, and 3 of my kids that are supposed to get off are crying because their parents aren't there. I have no idea when their parents are going to arrive because they're calling the phone and their parent is not picking up.
Yeah.
So, I just can't imagine having a kid on this. You've given your kid most of their day to a system that teaches your kid, supposed to educate your kid, and have a portion of what they're educating your kid of. And then you delay on receiving your kid from that system. I call public school a system. It's a system. It's a conditioning. But if you're not even at the bus stop, how excited are you to receive your kid after not seeing them all day? Now you talking about some bullshit. You leave your kid on somebody's school bus and they crying because they don't know when their mom and dad is gonna come, mom or dad. They don't have an idea. I know you. I seeing this shit every day breaks my heart. Smelling weed on kids' clothing, step up on my bus, I don't judge nobody, but hey, everybody. So
Okay.
relationship for everybody. If you can't take care of the product of that relationship, even if it failed, um, that's it.
Okay. Respect. Respect.
Yeah,
I respect
yeah,
it. I respect it. I know a lot of
yeah.
kids. I know a lot of kids who have a hardship with their parents, and their parents don't exactly take care of the kid. They actually leave the kid for himself. I get it. I respect that. I respect that, and I agree with you. If you're gonna have the kid, at least make sure that they come out and have everything they need. I agree with that 100%. Um, I will go with Kia. That sound off for me. What you guys say?
Y'all literally each got a minute to do y'all motherfucking sound off, and I'm not playing with y'all because I'm gonna start gagging y'all asses. Okay, we done had
Okay.
enough time of y'all two
Yeah,
going back
I'm
in the
not.
fucking forth.
I'm not in this for
Oh,
go back and
oh,
forth.
wait, no. Fuck that being. Hold on, wait. No, 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 no. I lied. I lied. Fuck that being my sound off, right? So guess what really is my sound off? So I just finished that one class that I was telling y'all about that was pissing me off, and I couldn't figure out the answers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So I just closed that class out with a 94.
Oh,
So
good
I'll
money,
take
good
that.
money. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I will let May sound off, May. Go ahead, May. And I'm not gonna, you know what you say is what you say. You got something to say. I'm not even gonna say much about it.
I
So
was,
go ahead.
I was, my sound off for today. My
Um,
sound off for today is that I would like to tell people that if they do not know their relationship type or that they don't have firm boundaries, to spend some time thinking about those kind of things, because it really does make it easier in the long run when you're working with people to kind of cushion and or eliminate the things like Ali was talking about, because I do believe that that is a very big factor in relationships, right? We meet and we're attracted to each other based on looks or personality or sex or whatever, whatever, but we really don't talk about things like, what our long term expectations are, or what even, short term expectations are, or what relationships look like to us. And then, like Ali said, you wind up having to navigate all of these things throughout the course of a long term relationship, and it breeds frustration, right? Because what happens is now, like he said, we are at completely opposite ends of the spectrum as to what we want to accomplish. And there are certain situations in which you can grow, and there are other ones in which you can't. And I think that if you, as a person, have a firm grip on your boundaries and your expectations, again, in procuring future relationships, it eliminates a lot of those, um, not all of the disagreements, but the bigger disagreements or the bigger, expectations or letdowns. So that's my sound off. I encourage people to get to know themselves and to
Mm,
have good
mm.
boundaries and to not overlook things that they consider deal breakers just because they feel that something else is worthwhile. And that's my sound off.
Thank you, thank you for that. My sound off is going to be about the topic. My sound off is going to be listen. Without without finding who you are, you'll never know who you're supposed to be with. Without knowing, um, without knowing how to correct your own mistakes, you'll never be able. You'll always you'll feel like you're always in a tag on changing yourself for somebody else. You should never change yourself for somebody else. You should be you. And I employ people to not rely on relationships to value yourself. Relationships is not the value of yourself. Even women, even women in all types of situations, don't devaluate yourself. Just sit back and learn how to implore yourself. Learn how you are before you try to jump into another offset relationship. You know, you are a different woman when you have children. I've noticed that women are different women when they have children from when they do not have children. They act different. But yet, still, time is spent on procuring the children's life, or should be. So I noticed that women today seem to be younger and younger as grandmothers. And at the same time, she's still trying to figure out her life. She's still trying to run around, and that's why you see grandma in the club now. That's why grandma's is on Twitter twerking. You know, nobody can refute that before, and the grandmas of the elder day, we didn't see them doing that. They had the same old grandmother dance. They wasn't popping their booty like that. They wasn't. It wasn't hands on the knees and twerking with grandma, unless she was just. And those are rare and few in between, but they were. But for the majority, it wasn't like that. Grandma tried to be grandma in front of children and not.
It was called gyrating.
Yeah. But then still, I
It just
get it.
got called
I get
twerking.
it. But she wasn't half naked while she was doing it with a titty out, But nowadays it seems to be struck because, like I said, when grandmothers got younger, they're still searching for who they are in a relationship to secure them. And we should not be relying on relationships to secure us. We should be securing our own foundation. Um, I,
You
I
see Jinx comment? Look at Jinx
what she
comment.
say? What she say? Hit the club. She said, "Hit the club."
Yes.
Ah, me
Hit
in
the
the
club if you wanna.
club.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, if
With
she
her moo
wanna,
on.
if
Don't
she wanna,
forget
but
she
that
got
shit
that.
is dead.
Listen, don't forget she got the infamous moo
That shit is
on.
dead. That shit is dead, man. That shit's dead. It should be dead for real, for real. We got to teach our children respect, and we got to teach our children how to be better than. They're starting to get even worse now. So we need to teach our children how to be better and change. And that's all I mean, man. You really got to figure things out for yourself before you jump into something. Um, I didn't want to have kids, and I still haven't had kids because I felt like I wasn't, for real. I'm not ready for that shit. Like for real. A person will get ready when they're ready, but for real, that's, I can't. I wanted to be the type that the only way I'd have a kid is if I can have this big grand thing and still give the kid what they want. Because then neither are neglected. I'm not neglected and they're not neglected. It's not like I can't get the new J's because I gotta buy my child the J. You know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to be put in that position. And though I might not be in that position, I just that weight was a little too heavy for me, and I had to realize and evaluate that before I just jumped into bed with a woman and said, "Oh, I'm getting you pregnant because you're pretty." Nah, that shit don't equate to nothing but, like I said, that. And I wasn't that type of man. I just wanted to figure things out first, and I'm still figuring things out, and I'm comfortable with that. I'm really comfortable with that. I feel good. I feel so good about that because, like I said, it's not that type of time. I know homeboys of mine who, one of my homeboys came on the show and said he got about 10, 12 kids. I can't even imagine his stress because I don't want that stress. But anyways, that's my sound off, and I want everybody to have a wonderful night. And please understand that your conversations, man, they can get heated at times, and people can diverse all kinds of things. But when you have somebody who throws dirt, and then dirt is thrown, they can't throw up their hands and say, "Oh, I didn't throw dirt," because dirt's coming right back. Especially when you fuck with somebody who's a live wire, you're fucking with a live wire. So dirt is gonna get thrown in both directions. And I appreciate you for having the.
They're typically throwing dirt and saying shit just to be nasty.
No,
And
no, no,
like I
no, no.
said,
It didn't start that way. It didn't start
talk
that way.
about your
It didn't start that way,
I got
sweetheart.
1,000
It didn't start that way.
saying the opposite.
Okay, well,
So
you can
again,
have that. You can have that from
let's not
naysayers
talk
and
about you.
criers. You can have
Let's
that
not
from
talk
naysayers
about
and criers, but when you throw dirt, you shouldn't expect it to be clean,
all
because you're
right.
not
I
going to end
gotta
up
go pee
clean.
though.
All right, yep. You
So
have a
I'm gonna get
wonderful,
out. I
wonderful
gotta
evening. But anyways, regardless to that, like I said, when people when people have nothing, when they can't, when they have no conversation to have, to stand up for themselves, and then they find themselves in a big hole. That's what happens. It's fight or flight, and that's what people do. They fight or they flight. And when you speak the truth, and I swear to you guys, that's all I'm trying to do is be truthful in my life. I'm not trying to lie. I'm not trying to make up shit. It is what it is. Life is what it is, and we have to understand it is what it is. All right, my brother. I'm sorry for having it down. Did you say something? See, this wind is up. This wind right here is up. Every time I turn it up, I swear it's like. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? All right. Well,
I got
anyways.
She did. She did log off.
All right. Well. Yet and still, my brother. I appreciate you for being here. I do have an artist show coming up, and I would love for you to be on it. I really wasn't trying to be combative with you or over talk you. I was really trying to hear what you had to say. But at a couple times, I did say that I disagreed with you on a couple times. All right. So
and that's
yeah, it's a conversation.
okay.
It's a conversation, with people, and we have to be grown up about this and changing and finding change is hard. You know what I'm saying? So, but one thing's for sure, brother. If you replay this show, you'll see that the girl that ran off the show was talking about how multiple relationships is okay and all this, that, and the third, and a man should pay for her sex. And yeah, you all you gotta do is rewind the show. A man should pay. A man has to pay. Relationships aren't tit for tat with sex. She needs monetary funding. So therefore, I spoke the truth. I spoke the truth, and anybody can rewind this shit and hear that shit right there. I don't care what she's talking about, and it just is what it is. I appreciate you guys. Yes.
Women out here. There's women out here that require that for themselves, and they actually, hey, people pay it.
Yeah, they do.
But
they do. It's not worth anything. It's just that the man is thirsty. He thirsty and he want to hit it. That's it. And he's willing to give his hard-earned money up for it. That's it. It's called a trick. It's called a trick, and that's what they do. They talk about these business types that make, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 a week, and then they're like, okay, I got some money to pay for it.
That sounds crazy as fuck. That's crazy as fuck.
But yet and still, it is what it is, and that's what some women believe. And she came on here and she stated that, and then she didn't want to back it up and stand on it. What she did was she tried to throw dirt in my face, and then expect me just to sit there and suck it up like she did on a former co-host that was on this show. She did that before, but I, on the other hand, don't give a fuck, and I let it spray. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hold a big Gatling gun, and I let that bitch pop. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck, that's crazy as fuck, man.
But anyways,
thank you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, rewind the show and you'll see it. Rewind the show and you will see it. But yet and still, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming on. Please don't go anywhere. What?
How do I rewind the show?
Okay,
How do I do that?
All you gotta do is go on Facebook, the Gag-Order, or YouTube, Allee Major, or Instagram, Trap Heathen, and you can see this show. It's all over. Yet and still, and there's multiple pages on Facebook. There's like 3 or 4 pages on Facebook that it's on. So I'll just stay back with me, hang back with me for a second on the show. I want to talk to you about the artist show because I would love for you to perform on the artist show. I'll show you some of the bands and the groups and how this goes. If you just give me 10 minutes of your time, I'll be out your hair. All right. So bear with me. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. Thank everybody for watching the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. We're the Gag-Order, and I'm telling you, I act the fuck up. You can see it in my pose, nigga.